What's going on, y'all? Johnny Wheeler Reacts. I'm Johnny Wheeler, and today I have a second attempt, if you will. This is another attempt, take two, of the Atherstone football. I'm going to call it another triple header as I did in the first video. Apparently, I had the wrong ones from, this is also suggested by MadYotto. I had the wrong ones, and I apologize. All of us don't need to apologize. Those things just happen. That just shows my ignorance of the subject, y'all. I'm only human, I can't help that. All you can do is laugh about it. But, this is another triple header. I've got 3 videos in one. So I'll just, instead of saying, okay, this is the second video, or okay, this is the last video, da-da-da-da, I'm just going to cut right into them and just go right at it. So it's just all seamless. And we'll get at it, and hopefully I'll have a better understanding of it and all these other things. Hope y'all enjoy it. Let me know. And so let's get at it, y'all.
One main rule: don't kill anybody. It's a rule that goes without saying in most sports, but in this case, you can see why it's probably necessary to have it in there somewhere.
Oh.
The game kicked off in 1199. On Shrove Tuesday of that year, 2 teams, one from Leicestershire and one from Warwickshire, competed over a period of several hours and across several miles of countryside to seize control of a bag of gold. Even at a time when violence was part and parcel of everyday life in England, the so-called Match of Gold was notable for its brutality. There were no referees, and with local pride at stake as well as the gold itself, gouging, bludgeoning and bone-breaking were the order of the day. There might even have been a bit of football in there too. The game's origins can be traced even further back than the 12th century though. Medieval football, or mob football as it is sometimes known, has antecedents in similar games played in the ancient world. And going forwards in time, the evolution of medieval football can be tracked through various diverging branches, including Gaelic football, rugby, and of course, association football. Warwickshire won the 1199 Match of Gold, and for the following 820 years, an annual game has taken place every Shrove Tuesday in the county's market town of Atherstone to mark the event. While many other similar Shrovetide games have come and gone across England over the centuries, the Atherstone ball game is still going strong. Wars, social upheaval, and the foot and mouth crisis of 2001 have all failed to cause a break in its bloody 820-year streak. The highways...
Right, real quick. Not even war could stop you guys. I gotta give y'all that. That's just freaking awesome. It's like, hey, what do you say we play our game? Then, go drop some of the enemy real quick. I love it. Just real quick, something I had to comment on. Going for that sack of gold. I'm sure, a lot of, tough times and people, it's just that human condition, right? People just have to, they're willing to do anything, even if it is their favorite sport, they need that money. And I can just imagine, how brutal that had to have been. Good Lord.
The Act of 1895 was introduced in part to put a stop to ball games being played in public streets. The locals in Atherstone didn't seem to pay it any heed, however.
Nope.
It's become such a part of local identity that one former mayor has said, the ball game is Atherstone. Without it, there is not a town. Now, for many locals, the game is the highlight of the year, something they look forward to, train for, and take immense pride in. It's a connection with the past, and despite its adversarial nature, it brings the whole town together, even if that does mean many of them battering the living daylights out of each other. Now, there have, over the years, been a few changes to how the game is played, including the addition of the no-killing rule. Instead of a bag of gold, a large leather ball is used nowadays. Because of the damage it sustains during the match, not to mention...
I misunderstood. Sorry, my bad. I thought that's what they were, that was the prize. My bad. Strike what I said before. Whoops. But man, that had to hurt. Now that I know that. Whew.
Mention the bloodstains it usually ends up being spattered with, a new ball is custom made each year. Perhaps the biggest change to the game since its early medieval incarnation is that play is restricted to Atherstone's Long Street in an attempt to prevent the ball being thrown or kicked into the nearby Coventry Canal.
Yeah, that
The
makes
modern
sense.
game begins at 3 p.m, with the ball being thrown from an upper window of Barclays Bank on Long Street. In recent times, the person who throws out the ball has been a specially invited guest of honour. In 2019, it was former Aston Villa manager Brian Little. The game lasts for 2 hours. In its early stages, it's relatively sedate, with the ball being lofted up and down the street by players, including children. There are also side games, like prizes for getting hold of one of the ribbons attached to the ball at the beginning of play.
Nice.
But as the game heats up, it turns into a no-holds-barred mass brawl. After about an hour, factions start to form, with different groups duking it out for possession of the ball.
I have a question. How they said it includes children. How do the kids not get hurt doing all this? Surely to God they separate somehow. Y'all let me know in the comments. This is brutal already. Whew, boy.
Players, who number in their hundreds, throw punches, kicks and elbows and use the boarded up shop windows as launch pads for flying tackles and surprise attacks. The local police look on in amusement as the norms of the 21st century are momentarily put on hiatus in the name of something more primal, brutal and chaotic. In its final minutes, the game reaches fever pitch as the team in possession desperately battles to cling on, while their riled up opponents do their best to prize the ball out of the scrum. And then, when the whistle blows at 5 o'clock, it's all over, and whoever is in possession of the ball wins. The crowds disperse, the shops are reopened, and the blood is washed from the pavement. The winner in 2019 was, for the 4th time, local Jonathan Slesser. Why does he compete? He told a reporter after the game, "It's the ball game, innit? It's what we're here for."
Straight and to the point. I like it.
A Birmingham City player set in motion the most important game of the year. That is for Atherstone in Derbyshire. Every Shrove Tuesday for centuries, there's been no time for any other activity in the town. All able-bodied men make it a point of honour to join in. Other business is suspended for the day.
Wow.
Long experience has warned shopkeepers that they must board up their windows or else.
Yeah. It's like, do it at your own risk kind of thing. This is something that people over here in this country, like a lot of people that are just like not culturally aware, would be just, people over here just wouldn't get it, like, at all. I can imagine like having a crappy week and just wanting to play it just for the sole sake of that you might just want to take some aggressions out. And I'm sure that's what some of the players, I'm sure that might be their mindset, you know what I mean? This is wild.
Obviously, this is the game Accrington Stanley should have taken up. Fame for a whole year comes to the man who eventually captures the ball. For him, it's drinks on the town.
Oh, the ball is huge. Almost like a beach ball. Well, not really. Not as big. I take that back. Golly. Oh! Wait. I need to see if that was a cleverly timed cut or if he just straight blocked that like a champ. Oh wait, did I miss it? No, that was a cut. Okay. No, the kids were just in it, man. They just... Wow. Jeez, this is insane. Nut. Golly, they just dive on it. Wow. I think even the cops are just like laughing it up. Jeez, man. Right. That's crazy. Oh man, that's just nuts. That's wild. Jeez, and Strike also what I said. How do they keep the kids separate? That video, they don't. They just kind of leave them to it and just leave them at it. You know, I respect that. That's cool. They probably sneak in and get a couple of steals and try to get the ball going their way, I suppose. Oh wow, that was crazy. MadYotto, thank you for suggesting that, my friend. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'm glad that I was able to set it right and get the right one out. I know it's no big deal, but still, I felt kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, but that was pretty cool. That's just insane. Just like, like I said before, I can imagine having a crappy week, and then just really, really ready to. That's kind of your excuse, right? And you don't kill anybody, and you get your aggressions out. Win-win. Uh, yeah. So yeah, that was a good one. Keep the suggestions coming, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been at one of these yourself, a participant in one of them, or if you know anybody who has. And, just give me your account of, like, how crazy it truly is, because I'm sure that the video only tells, like, half the story, and actually being in it's a whole nother ball game, I'm sure, no pun intended. Yeah, so that was truly fantastic. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please subscribe, it really helped me out. Hit that bell icon so you know that whenever I drop one. I don't really have a set schedule, although here lately I've been dropping them on Thursdays, and sometimes I just after that I just drop them whenever I can, whenever I have time. Uh, I don't really have a set schedule. It just kind of happens when it happens. That way I don't have, because sometimes life happens, y'all. But I appreciate, the support, comments, and all that. Thank you very much. It's truly awesome. It takes a lot of work to do this, and I couldn't do it without you guys. And I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Until the next one, y'all, this is Johnny Wheeler, and I'm out.